In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use slopes and intercepts to graph an equation of a line. So the x-intercept of a line is the point where the line crosses the x-axis, or another way of thinking about that, that's where the y value is 0, okay? And also likewise, the y-intercept is the value of y where the line crosses the y-axis, or where x is 0. All right, so we're going to use those two facts to be able to find the x and the y-intercept. And if we're talking about the equation of a line that says a number times x plus another number times y is equal to a number, that is called the standard form of a linear equation. All right, and we're going to the second part of the lesson we're going to talk about a slope-intercept form of an equation, but we'll address that when we get there. So here it says find the x-intercept and the y-intercept of the line 4x minus 3y is equal to 12, and then use the intercepts to graph the equation. Okay, so if we want to find the x-intercept, first we need to put in a 0 for y. So we have 4x minus 3 times 0 is equal to 12. Well, obviously 3 times 0 is 0. So we end up with 4x is equal to 12 and divide by 4. And x is 3. So the x-intercept would be at 3, 0. All right. The y-intercept, I'm going to use just a different color just to differentiate, is where the x is 0, and we solve for y. So we have 4 times 0 minus 3y is equal to 12. Okay, we end up with 0 minus 3y is equal to 12. Or if we look at it this way, we can see that this is a negative 3y. We got to bring that minus sign down as a negative. Is equal to 12 divided by negative 3 on both sides. The negative 3's cancel out to 1, and y is equal to negative 4. So the y-intercept is 0. Remember, x is 0 and negative 4. So then all we have to do is just plot those points and draw the line. Okay, and I'm going to draw the little points here, just so I don't have to draw with my pen. Okay, so 3, 0. Okay, 3, 0. Start here. 3, 1, 2, 3. So that'd be right there. Okay. Three zeros right here. Oh, come on. And 0, negative 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And then all we have to do is just draw a straight line through both of those. And we want to go all the way through it. Okay, don't just connect the dots. Okay, so we'll take it and we'll draw that line all the way through that. Okay, and so that would be the graph of the equation 4x minus 3y is equal to 12. Okay. In this one, we're going to do 8x minus 6y is equal to 24. All right, and I'm going to go ahead, before we even start, I'm going to go ahead and draw my little points here. all right? So I don't have to worry about doing that later, all right? And then we say 8x minus 6y equals 24. So find the x-intercept, 8x minus 6 times 0, because to find the x-intercept, we set y equal to 0 is equal to 24. Okay, so we have 8x minus 0 is equal to 24, which, as we can tell, 8x is equal to 24, because 8x minus 0 is just 8x, divided by 8, and x is equal to 3. All right, in the previous example, I didn't specify, but if we're talking about an ordered pair, remember it's x and then y. All right, so for the x-intercept, x is 3, and y up here was 0. All right, for the y-intercept, once again, we set the x equal to 0, so 8 times 0 minus 6y is equal to 24. All right, 0 minus 6y equals 24, which is negative 6y is equal to 24 divided by negative 6, and y is equal to negative 4. So our y-intercept is, remember here the x is 0 and our y is negative 4. All right, so now we drag our points into place. 3, 0. All right, 1, 2, 3. So happens to be the same as what the last one was. It's not always going to be that. Okay, and then we have 0, negative 4. Once again, the same as last time, but it just happened that way. Okay, and then we draw our line through those points. Okay, and we end up with that graph, which, if you look at it, is exactly the same as the previous graph, which we would expect it to be. All right, so in an equation written in slope-intercept form, all right, you make sure you copy this into your notes. Y equals mx plus b is the slope-intercept form. M, the number that's in front of the x, is going to be our slope, which, remember, is rise over run. All right, slope is rise over run, and b is the y-intercept. All right, so when we have this equation 2x plus y equals 3, that's in standard form. Remember, a number times x plus another number, in this case 1, y, plus is equal to another number. That's the standard form. So we want to change it from standard form to slope-intercept form. So to do that, we're going to say 2x plus y is equal to 3. Let's draw our line down, and all we have to do here is just solve for y. So we're just going to subtract the 2x and subtract the 2x. Okay, and we end up with y is equal to 3 minus 2x. Now that's, remember, we're looking for y is equal to mx plus b. So we want to have the x first. Now here's something that's important. You notice that we have this negative sign, or that minus sign, in front, so that needs to go with the 2, because remember, if you subtract, that's keep, change, change. All right, so we change it to an addition problem like we had here. So that stays as a negative 2. So we end up with negative 2x plus 3. So y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. So our slope in this case is -2, and our y-intercept is 3, a positive 3. Okay, or in this case, it would be 0, 3. Okay? Write the equation 5y is equal to 3x in slope-intercept form, and find the slope in the y-intercept. So 5y is equal to 3x. Okay, we don't have any numbers after this. It's almost in slope-intercept form already. All we have, okay, it's got to have the y by itself. So all we're going to do here is we're going to divide by 5. Divided by 5. 5's cancel out. We end up with y is equal to 3/5 x. Okay, and so our slope is equal to 3/5, and our y-intercept is equal to 0 because we have a plus 0 here. We don't have anything after the x. So our y-intercept is 0. So this line actually goes through the origin of 0, 0. All right, last example. We have 4x plus 3y equals 9. All right. Once again, subtract your 4x. Subtract your 4x. Okay. Cancel out. We're left with 3y. And I'm going to go ahead and put this -4x in the front plus 9. Okay, go ahead and do that. And then we're going to divide by 3. And we have to divide each of the terms by 3. We have to divide everything by 3. So we end up with y is equal to -4/3x plus, and 9 divided by 3 is just simply 3. So our slope is equal to -4/3, and our y-intercept is equal to 3, or which leads us to say it's 0, 3. Okay? All right, so that's it for this lesson. Make sure you write down the notes, and we'll talk to y'all later on.